The Ark was alien technology.
Touched. The space between the angels on the lid of the Ark was known as the mercy seat, upon which the image of God would allegedly sit when communicating with a Levite priest. But did the Israelites really witness an otherworldly presence between the two angels? And if so, was it literally the image of God or something else? Based on the numerous accounts of the Ark's awesome power, some ancient astronaut theorists have proposed that it may have been an electrical capacitor, a device used for storing and transmitting energy.
Some of the stories that have come out of history about the Ark of the Covenant, that it erupted in sparks and flames and people would touch it and die instantly, or that it leveled cities. And many people have theorized that this is some type of actual large energy capacitor.
Capacitor is exactly the right word to use. It relies on static electricity. It's the simplest device. You just need two conductors with an insulator between them. You've got the outer gold, a very nice conductor. And then if you open this up and look to the inside, you'll see a second electrode. So what that's going to look like, okay, you have the outer side of your ark. That's going to say charge positive. Then you have your inner wall of the ark coated in gold. And then you have an insulator in between. That's just the wood you make the ark out of. Now what you got to do is get negative charges here on the inner side. And the question is, how do I get my positive and negative charges onto my ark? This is where the cherubs come in. You have one sitting on top here. That's attached to the outer side, and you can put charge on it and get your positive charge. The other cherub is going to be sitting here. It won't be connected to the outer layer, but it'll come in from a rod and connect to the inner side, and this is where we'll put our negative charge. So what that looks like over here at the ark is this cherub will not actually be attached to the outer conductor. There'll be an insulator there, and then it can have a rod that goes through and attaches to the inner conductor.
Now, the Israelites claim to have actually been able to see the presence of God between the two cherubs, a representation of God. Now, if they weren't actually seeing a representation of God, could this ark of energy have been some type of other energy device that they were seeing?
So when we're thinking about the Israelites seeing the image of God between the two cherub wings, one of the things to keep in mind, I think, is how the image of God was often described. We have smoke, fire. It's very rarely an actual, like, visual picture of a person. And so if you picture what arcs of electricity will be doing, there'll probably be a little bit of smoke. There will be the really bright light. There'll be a crackling noise. That could certainly be something that would be interpreted as an image of God.